Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Flotsam. So we're well along in the way to getting solar power research today, and I was kind of thinking we should probably start focusing on getting the ability to make solar panels. So we would like to get this advanced electro crafter going, which means we need more electronics. I don't know how many we'll need. I'm guessing the solar panels need advanced electronics, which like get built off of basic ones. So let's go ahead, honestly, just process everything into electronics. It's going to take a while, but I think we get working on that. At the same time, we need plettle, and I'm doubting we need anything else. You'll probably need plettle, in which case we need more metal plates. But let's start with the 5 to get the workshop going. And then we would also like to process some more metal plates over here. Oh, you're off, duh. Let's make 6 metal plates. And then we should be on the lookout for some more metal here, because we're gonna chew through the metal that we have pretty fast. Firewood's still doing fine. Wood is doing fine. Wooden planks are fine. Yeah, I think it's plastic and metal that we're gonna look for here in order to shift over from wood energy production to like green renewables with solar. So we're gonna take this timber, or the fire, I mean the tinder, firewood, gather that tinder, and we got the botanist guy last time, and more healthy trees. I don't think we need any more wood on top of what we're doing right now. Keep the desalinators rolling, keep the food chugging along. Keep the fish feeders going. I think we're doing fine from the other stuff. Now it's all about focusing on shifting our attention to what we'd like to see in the future. So you guys are working on that. Great news. And you guys are working on electronics. Fantastic. Thank you for everybody who explained to me how air filters work. So air filters and respirators, for that matter, can only be installed on housing. You can't build it in boarding housing. So, you know, unfortunately, me deciding to put all of my people in large apartments all around the ship has kind of backfired from my like reducing pollution perspective. And the houses take up a lot more resources. Like, a double house takes up just as much wood as the boarding house does. More rope and more floaters as well. But I think long term it might be better. A lot of people have said reducing the pollution rating isn't the way to go. The way to do it is to let people get sick and then treat them in the pod. That I don't have yet, I don't think. Unless I unlocked it and I didn't build it. I did not get the med pod yet, so we couldn't treat them even if we wanted to, but that's what people have said is the most efficient way of doing things. Inefficient electricity. We're using too much all at the same time. I guess we are running a lot of stuff like in sync. Not sure what we would turn off. Tater Sower has leveled up. Good job, Tater. Get him more gardening experience. I don't even think that's a thing we could do. Get him more fishing experience, I guess. Are the electronics coming along? Good, good. And we just need to finish the plettle in order to build our thing. Dead trees have been fully salvaged. I think we're working on the other dead trees right now. Still doing fine from a storage perspective. Where is the other dead trees? Is it you? It is you. I don't know if we need to send a second ship because this guy might be done by the time we get over there. In fact, he is. Okay. Plettle is done. All right, let's build ourselves an advanced electronic factory here. I think we could put it right up front here, next to the compressor. We'll turn, and you're done as well. Okay, so we'll shut you down. Shut you down. I don't know if they like, do you think they vampire energy or do they only use energy if they're in use, or do they take energy when they're just like existing? I don't actually know what the case is. Solar power. All right, how do I make a solar power panel? Power? 2 Plettle. How do you make solar panels? Is that in an advanced fabricator? Hold on, give me to the glossary. That's not the glossary. Here. Solar panel. So a resource made in the advanced electronic crafter, used in the spaceship fabricator. So we do make a spaceship. You're a 3x3? Okay, so if you're made in this, well, I guess I gotta build this guy, don't I? I was like, if you're made in this guy, how do I make you? Okay, so we need to make solar panels. Plettle, advanced electronics. If we look at, I should have looked at what goes into a solar panel. Aluminum sheet. Fudge. Where the hell do you get aluminum? I haven't even seen aluminum. All right, we've run into a problem. Aluminum scrap. I guess that's something we should keep an eye out for. Maybe that's in cities or something. All right. We'll have to put a pin in our solar power plan pivot for a minute. Oop. Oh, you already scouted the region. I did not realize. Go gather me this timber. Both boats, please. Actually, send all 3 boats. Well, there's only 14. That'll take 2 boats a short amount of time. Okay, so we have the advanced electronic facility. How do I plug you in? Ka-chunk. Beautiful. Yeah, so advanced electronics takes aluminum. Solar panels also take electronics, and they take bioacid. So we're getting into some late game materials here, I feel like. Bioacid probably not in the bio boiler. Where the heck? Maybe this guy? Nope. Okay. Tell me where the bioacid is. Oh, do we need? I bet we need a chemist, because that's an NPC. Biochemist. Bioacid. There it is. Produced in the chemical lab. Okay. Made from bio-waste. So we have a use for our tomatoes now, which I unplanted, now that I think about it. But we still have a lot of tomatoes. We don't need to, we could build a second farm, or a third farm, I should say. That would be tomatoes only, and then that could be our bio-waste fueler until we get access to the late game restaurant stuff, and then we could pivot back to like maybe using potatoes and bio-waste, and then using tomatoes for advanced foods or something like that. Sir Costner, best construction man on the ship. Not true. Ransom is best construction man on the ship. Second best construction man on ship. All right, what do we want to research now? I forgot that we finished that. Do we want to go electric bio boiler? Doesn't really seem necessary right now. What does the town restructuring do? To restructure the town. Is that just to reorganize stuff? Because I would be totally into that, actually. Although I've been told they want the seed bank, they also want the architects thing. So let's start with the seed bank, just because it's faster to research. We're making the long, slow pivot to solar power. We want to get the dead trees before we leave. Don't get ahead of yourself. You get the last of the dead trees? You picking up the sticks? Thank you. And away we go. I don't know if we need nibblers right now. Let's pause real quick. Pause the thing. How are we doing on nibblers? We have 80 nibblers. Okay, I don't think, especially because we have our fish farm rolling, I don't think we need to be fishing right now. Run out of energy right now. So let's send out our boats to gather this plastic. Can you click on the map? You can't. I was wondering if you could click on the map to go to places, but it doesn't look like that's possible. There we go. Get me all that plastic. We need that for Plettle production. And then we should be keeping an eye out for cars and high-rises. Because we're gonna need the metal as well as aluminum, which I haven't seen yet. I'm assuming we haven't gotten any new... Breed a gobbler. Didn't I get... Hold on. Didn't I get gobbler at some point? Are they in the process of being bred? Yes. They just haven't hatched yet. So we don't... We're on our way to oops. I can click on the right thing. Trust me. We're on the way to finishing the fisherman's quest here. So we're working on photosympathy by researching that. This one's on hold for a sec, and then this one's on hold for a sec as well. So we're working on nibblers and photosympathy. The salvage marker has been salvaged. Thank you for getting the plastic. I think we go left here, or maybe we go north or west, east. I always feel like moving along the map is north, but that's not actually true. We've always been heading east, and north is to our left. There's a lot of gobbler in this land. We're picking up several radio signals. We traveled 50,000 units with the town. Okay, so the chemist is the thing that's holding us up from our solar panel pivot. But I'm also intrigued in getting a chef. I think we go chef. Because we still need to find aluminum. Once we find aluminum, then I'll be like, okay, let's go get the chemist. Low energy warning. Freezer energy reserve at 4%. Recommend immediate action. That's a maintenance ping from a restaurant freezer. Back in the day, the fancy places had smart units like this. If it's still humming, it might be holding food. Over there. Hey, it's not that far away. Neat. All right. Let's pop in here. Scout the region real quick. Honestly, make it a person. They just swim right over. There they go. Faster than a boat in this case, I think. There we go. Nice, quick scouting operation. Yes! Some trucks. More trucks. You look like you're all okay from a pollution perspective. Hardware store, ruined restaurant. 6-star restaurant. Okay, maybe aluminum. Aluminum's gotta be in the city if I had to guess, right? I don't know why I'm talking to myself. Actually, that's all that I do on YouTube. I don't, what am I saying? Of course I'm talking to myself. That's all I do. I do like it when people comment, though. It makes me very happy. All right, let's zoom on over here and park our butts kind of like right in here. This seems like a good place to be. Okay. Do we have demolition tools? We do. So get me all the metal. I don't think I need any more generators. I think we're doing fine with the 2 that we have. So yeah, 1 ship to there. We don't need the trees. I don't really need the rotor yet. I feel like people were like, the rotor is really useful for late game tech, but I feel like anytime we've needed or we would have needed a rotor, we've been able to find a windmill. So I'm not super concerned about going to get a windmill right now. That guy is too far away to swim to. Don't have enough for don't have bottles. We're still doing fine on wood junk, so let's just gather all the tools that we need from the stuff nearby. And you're not a city, you're just kind of like full of plastic. So I think this is poison if I had to guess. Maybe it's not. Just, the way that I determine if something is poisoned or not is if I look at the fish. I might actually swing over here to try and grab the plastic, because there's a lot of plastic over here. Maybe we loot the ruins as we go, because I think the rural ruins tend to have decent stuff in them. All right, we finished seed banking, so let's pivot to town restructuring so we can keep working on these quests that we've been given. So he wants us to build a seed bank. You'd think that would be under farming. Oh, or storage. I guess that makes sense. 3 treated planks. Okay. Ah, we need more fish oil. How do I make fish oil again? You need gobbler. Well, have we hatched any gobbler yet? Are we close? None in the nursery. All in the hatchery. I think the gobbler is slower than the nibbler, which would kind of make sense from yeah, let's send the rest of the boats to help this guy out. Which would kind of make sense from a fish perspective. Larger fish, I imagine, take longer to grow. So there is some gobbler over here too. So I think we should swing back. We can move, actually, because I don't need to hang out by any more of those buildings. So let's pause. There we go. Still wanted to be in range of the rusty car wrecks, but we want to be able to start grabbing the plastics. And actually, you guys are done. Fantastic. Good job, team. So let's move closer to this other tower. Right here is fine. And let's go gather all the plastic. Two to that marker. You have just trees. You have scout the region. You have plastic junk. Which I don't think we actually have much of, so we might as well grab that as well. Plastic junk. Plastic junk and appliances. Appliances are interesting. You guys grabbed that plastic really fast. Good news for me. Ah, I was like, where's this other pile of plastic? 47! Jabers! Move the boat a little bit. This is all about gathering materials today. We're working towards larger things. Could grab the food while we're here. We might as well. I think this one's in swimming range, actually. Hold on. We could salvage 12 shopping carts for 3 destructions. How much things does it make to how much metal does it take to make destruction tools? Demolition tools? My tool maker. Oh, it doesn't take any metal. Huh. Okay. I'm down to clown. We need metal. So just send a dude aboard ashore. These boats are gonna be grabbing all the plastic. Are we in range of the gobbler? We are. Okay, so let's send out a fishing ship to gather the gobbler so we can turn some of that into oil. And then the other gobbler is just a little out of range. We should swing by this electronic shop as we go too, because we'll be able to use that for electronics. And then there's more gobbler up there, and then I think we can swing across to the chef in a sec. How you guys doing? Fishing marker gathered. Good job. You guys have 1 more boat's worth, I think, there. How are you guys doing here? Salvaged. Good job. All right. Well done, team. Good, good, good. All around the same amount of time. And we'll sweep on over here. And I actually think we'll park, like, here. And you'll see, the point is, we're going to grab the gobbler first. Should be near the edge. There it is. And then we're going to go grab, there's some flounder up here that we can use as well. Your nibblers. Flounder. Also very useful. And then there's some trucks here. We need more demolition tools. So let's get 3 more built. 1, 2. And then once those are done, we'll get, oh, tree farming is kind of fun. Once those are done, we'll get the last of the metal as well. I think let's go grass walking. And then we'll get the medicine. How you guys doing on this tool production? Great. Okay, let's send out all 3 of our boats here. There we go. We're hitting the maximum of our storage again. We do have a lot of metals, and we have lots of plastic that we're converting into floaters, or at least we should be. Production limit has been reached. How many floaters we got? Okay. Oh, we need to kick on the desalinator again. We're kind of hand to mouth with our food right now, but I think we're doing okay. Nibblers are getting chunked down. Seaweed's doing fine. It kind of depends on, like, when do the potatoes roll in and then getting that transferred into potato salad. All right, we've fully gathered all the fish. You guys are still being harvested. So let's roll on up. And honestly, since we are chunking through our nibbler reserve, I'm okay with getting some more here. There you are. Hooray! Now, did you make me... Well, you did make me my fish oil. Great. Treated planks. That's what we need. 1, 2, 3. And we'll turn you on for the time being. You can get turned off, because I still don't know if that takes, like... You know, you hear about vampire energy, where it's like, you leave electronics on, and because they're just, like, constantly just at a dormant state, they're still consuming electricity, but they don't do anything. That's why you should turn off your PCs at night. No, that's not the only reason. It's because it's actually good for it to reset. But yeah. You know what? Oh, no, I bet I could fit a house in that spot, right? I need more wooden planks. Who's on plank duty? There we are. I would love to stick another solo shack in there, honestly. If the architectural thing allows me to move stuff at will, I could see doing a video where I just relay out my entire town. Or maybe I'd do that off camera. I guess let me know if you think that would be interesting to watch. Otherwise, it'd probably be better just to do it off camera and then show you what it looks like when I'm done. Like, I would move all of the food production together. I would move all of the industry together. And I kind of did that a little bit, but I've also kind of just, like, jammed in things, like, where they fit. So it's like, it sort of works, but not 100%. Could be better. Yeah, we can jam a solo shack in here. Might as well. Another large storage yard has been made. You guys got all the wrecks? Good. How are we doing on plastic now? 7 floaters. Lots of plastic waste. What? And how much does plastic waste convert down to? 5 junk equals... Oh, sorry. Where's the thing? Here, the plastic workshop. 4 equals a floater. So if we have 80, that means we have 20. I think we could do with a bit more plastic. Just because if we're going to be converting a lot of it into solar panels soon, hopefully. He said. Let's see here. There's the seaweed. Gotta be over here somewhere. There it is. Boat. Just one. Or 2, whatever. I think 2 markers worth is fine. And then we could run over here to you. Dismantle appliances. Okay. We're gonna need precision tools for that, and that does take metal. And this is enough to get me 4, but I need 5 to get all of the electronics. All right. Electric shop. You haven't finished the other tools? Now you have. Good. Ta-da! Gunwale loves bottling. What a weird skill to have. I guess it, like, is that running the desalinator? That would make more sense. All right, give me all that plastic. Give me the electronic stuff. Salvage marker done. Now you're still looting, but pretty quickly you'll be done here. Great. Good job, everybody. All right, let's truck on over to the restaurant now. I've derped around enough in the episode. Would it be possible to park between the potato farm and the restaurant? I think it's just out of range. Yeah, it was close, but we can always come back for the potatoes if we desire. All right, in the meantime, we're gonna park right here. Pause real quick. We're gonna set up all of our boats before I go talk to the guy. Take all the tools. Oh, dude, hardware store is goated. If I ever see a hardware store again, we're gonna beeline straight for that thing. Do I need plastic junk? We don't really have a lot, so I might as well take it. Plenty of wood furniture still. I'll take the plastic junk. And then what are you? Plastic junk. We're already taking all the tools. Also plastic junk. Shouldn't take our boats very long to gather all that stuff. Part of me was kind of hoping the restaurant would be like... Have you ever seen One Piece? The Baratier is like a floating restaurant ship. I was kind of hoping that's what it would look like. But here we are. Well, I'll be chilled. That's a lot of tomatoes. Like a lot. They must have frozen them before the shortage. But what's that book over there? Take the tomatoes. Absolutely. Grab strange cookbook. Oh, maybe it's not an NPC. Maybe we just learn about the art of cooking. Oh, never mind. Captain, we've spotted signs of life. Over there. Is that a normal person or is that the chef? I guess we'll find out. We're investigating the restaurant currently. Is anybody coming over here? I know I sent you guys out to do a lot of things, so apologies if you're busy and I'm yelling at you for not doing all this stuff at once. Might as well grab the nibblers while we're here. Hardware store fully salvaged. Fantastic. Did we get all those? Did we already process all the electronics? Maybe we did. Oh, we must have, and then immediately turned it all into electric scrap, which maybe is a good thing. We'll turn that off for now since we have 14, and I would hate to like need basic electric scrap and for the something in the solar panel and then be like, oh no, I turned it all into better electronics. You think that would make... Do you think that would make, like, a better solar panel or something? I stumbled upon the huge book titled In Flavor of a Flood, written by someone named She Fudd. The book is odd. The language and scribbles are all over the place, but it's full of ideas for cooking food in our current predicament. The writer truly explored flooded cuisine. We might discover new recipes if we follow its steps. Let's see. In Flavor of a Flood, page 1. Oh, this is kind of interesting that it's not an NPC. It's like an old cookbook. I will share with you the recipes I created in these flooded times. Something basic, something weird, something sweet, and something divine. Recipe 1, jellyfish balls. Sometimes you just need something simple, a quick bite that doesn't involve carefully picking bits of plastic from your teeth. That's why when you need jellyfish balls. Well, Captain, that sounds great. I've added the jellyfish balls recipe to the fryer. Let's make some. Oh, we already have the fryer. Legendary. Jellyfish balls. What is this? The tomato has a reason for living. All right, hold on. So grilled gobbler can still continue to exist. Grilled nibblers, let's turn you off for now. We will keep producing nib kebab. But now we will produce jellyfish balls, and let's come to production here. Let's set 20 as the production limit here. And now that we have a use for tomatoes, we need to start thinking about another field. I'm thinking just of another 4x4 that can go right next to this guy. So we need 2 compost, which will require 2 bio waste, which I can make from seaweed. So let's do that. Then 2 compost. And then we'll build the second farm. Hooray! Nettie is happy. Our little gobblers have reached full maturity. They grow so fast and they taste so delicious. Huzzah! Is that Nettie's quest done then? Looks like it. So we're working on the seed bank still. I think we have the stuff for the seed bank now that I think about it. Didn't I build the seed bank? Maybe I didn't. I did not. Okay. Where would we... Probably next to the farms if I had to guess. So if we put our new farm can go here and then our seed bank can go there. Cool. And then we're working on jellyfish balls in the fryer once I turn the fryer on. Perfect. All right, let's pause the episode there. I think this is a great place to pause. If you guys enjoyed it, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes like this one or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everyone, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.